let's talk about the crazy legs. So this is quite a tricky one. So there's a couple of things you need to definitely have unlocked before we start. So the dribble is a really, really important one, and also that toe-toe manual. And I'm going to show you a little bonus move which is going to really help with the crazy legs to get that toe-toe manual balance. Let's start with the bonus move because this is really going to help. So all we're going to do is standing straight, and we're going to do the little slide forward and back like this. But you need to work up, you can always hold on, work up to doing it on your toes. So you go up. Now I actually find the balance on this is better if I kind of hold my arms slightly higher. It just works for me. It kind of helps me with that balance. Now this is definitely a leg day. Really, really tense your muscles in your legs because you have to hold that tension so your legs can't go too far apart. So you have to really hold that tension. So what made this click for me was thinking of it as a dribble with a step in the middle of the dribble. So you start and finish the move with your feet facing forwards. So you start in the dribble position, and then if you think about the dribble, it's like this. So you've still got that push-pull of the dribble. So make sure you watch the dribble video before you go any further because you need to really unlock that and have that really solid. That's going to help so much. With your dribble fully mastered, we're going to move on to the next bit. The crazy legs, making it look like that craziness is all about this middle position. So the more pronounced you can make this middle position, the more crazy it will look. So you go from the back and then you make this V position. Straighten up, back, V position, back, V position. So when you're doing it, the right one in front, so the one that comes from the back is the one that's in front in the T position. So front, back to front, back to front. So when you get into this V position, you want both feet to be at an angle. So if you just do one, you're not going to get such an emphasis. So you want to really learn this by taking these into a good V, because that is what's going to give you the look of this craziness. So the idea here is to get this really fast and smooth so you can just do it without really thinking. Because to make it actually look like crazy legs, you need to be able to do that in the toe manual position. This is where it starts to get interesting. Once you've got that, you need to remember that we were talking about the dribble and a toe manual. So I'm going to use a chair or 9 for this one. The idea here is to do the exact same move, but to be on the toe-toe manual. So I'm coming from here as I was before, but this one's going to be up as well. And I'm going to go into my V, and then I'm going to swap. Then I'm going to bring forward. So when I'm in this middle section, I'm on my toe-toe manual, and then I go flat again. Up into my V, flat. Up into my V, flat. V, flat. V, flat. So once you start to get that as a solid movement without the break in the middle. So at the moment I'm doing it like this, V, down, V, down. You need to do it so it's actually more fluid, and that's when it starts to look like the crazy legs. As you grow in confidence and you get used to the balance, you can slowly move away from the chair, make it a more and more fluid movement, so it will actually really start to look like the crazy legs. We are so almost there. I just need to show you the little finishing touches which make it go from to wow. So we've got this. We're doing the key to this. Okay, here we go. So it's here. Now when you move back, keep these feet at an angle. At the last minute, that's the key. So I'm gonna come in, and as I go out, I'm gonna flick. And that gives it that little extra pizzazz. So I'm gonna go here, there, flick. Here, there, flick. 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 You see how that just sort of adds to it? And then what you need to do is get this kind of lift in the middle, so you're almost moving. You see that? You're kind of getting a little bit of movement. So I'm getting a lift on that middle section. That was Crazy Legs. I'm Katie, you've been watching Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye!